Welcome back. So it's been a while since we put a video out here. Obviously, we've been going up and down the road, trying to race as much as we can with high limit, but the weather has not been very nice to us here recently. But I believe we're in Kansas City. I drove here, but I can't remember exactly where we're at. But we're in the Holiday Inn Express, looking out the window at Danny Sam's T-shirt trailer here. But it's a nice day, and it looks like we should be able to get racing in tomorrow at Lakeside. And I wanted to put this video out today before we get into a very busy stretch of the season with High Limit. Going to be running a ton of races over the next 3 weeks or so. And I did mention it, before the season started, I was going to do this with the Outlaws as well. Do an update every 10 or so races of the point standings throughout the entire season. We've already done one for the Outlaws after their first 12 races. And with the rainouts we've had, I was going to do this one around 12 as well, but we've had so many. We've only had 8 races in, so I figured I'd do it now, and then we'll get another 8 races in here over this month and do another update after that. So we'll start down here at the bottom of the board and talk about Cy Lynch and so far what he's done this year. We've ran 8 races. He has made the show 7 times. One of them he was not there for. It was at his brother's wedding. Had the car there. It made the show, but as a driver, Cy Lynch has made 7 races. Has not won a race, has not ran in the top 10 or the top 5 quite yet. His best run of the year was a 12th place finish. That was actually at the last race at the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track. Cy Lynch, rough start to the year, but as you could see here recently, a 14th, a 12th. Things do appear to be turning around here for that number 42 car. And that break, I think he mentioned to somebody, that break came at the right time for him and his team after a tough start in Vegas. Tulare, Kern, all those races, he got into incidents. And so Cy Lynch, 14th in points so far after 8 races in the books. We've got Brenham Crouch, 13th in points right now. I forgot to mention that Cy Lynch is 312 points out of the lead. Brenham Crouch is 268 points out of the lead right now. 7 main events for him so far this year. No wins, no top 5s. He does have 1 top 10 finish that came at the Central Arizona Raceway, a 9th place run for the driver out of Lubbock, Texas. And, Brenham seems to be, more in the top 15 this year than he was last season. Obviously a new team this year for him, and so they're still trying to figure things out. But Brenham Crouch has shown some speed here and there so far this year with High Limit. 12th in points, we talked about him just a moment ago. I'm looking out the window at his T-shirt trailer, Danny Sams. In his rookie year with the series, he is 257 points behind Brad Sweet. 8 starts so far. He's made all the shows. No wins, no top 5s, and no top 10s as of right now. His best run was a 13th place finish at the Central Arizona Raceway. Danny Sams been in the top 15 a lot so far this year, but has not been able to crack the top 10. I think he's had a couple of top 10 starts here and there, but has not been able to get that first top 10 out of the way. We'll see if, we're kind of heading back towards some tracks where he's more familiar with that territory, so maybe a top 10 is coming for Danny Sams in the 24D. 11th in points is Dason Persley right now. He is 239 behind Brad Sweet. 8 starts for him, no wins, no top 5s, and 2 top 10s. And that 1 top 10, his best run, I should say, was a 7th place run at the Central Arizona Raceway. His other top 10 was also at the Central Arizona Raceway as well. Dason Persley, in my opinion, should have a lot more top 5s and top 10s, but he got into a couple of wrecks similar to Cy Lynch there at Tulare, at Paris, and at Kern. It was a rough stretch for him. He was starting inside the top 10, inside the top 5, but could not finish those races. So the stat line is not good for Persley right now, but I feel like the speed has been there, just has not had the results quite yet. Now moving into the top 10 in points, and we'll send a late happy birthday out to Tanner Thorson. He is currently 10th in points, minus 219 from Brad Sweet. He also has 8 main event starts so far. No wins, no top 5s. And 2 top 10s for him. His best run, an 8th place finish at the Kern Raceway in Bakersfield, California. Tanner Thorson has the speed at the end of the night. It is the beginning of the night, much like what we saw last year. That is what this team is struggling with right now. Once they can figure out how to qualify, I think these guys are going to be in the top 10 a lot more often than not. He had a streak where he was the hard charger 3 races in a row and was on his way to a 4th hard charger in a row before he lost an engine at Texas Motor Speedway. So Tanner Thorson, one of the best cars in the country at passing cars. He just needs to start farther towards the front of the field, and I think these guys would be in contention a lot more than people maybe realize. 9th in points is Spencer Bayston right now. He is 213 behind Brad Sweet. 8 main events so far for him. 0 wins, 0 top 5s, 3 top 10 runs. Best finish 6th at the Central Arizona Raceway for that Jason Myers Racing 14 team. And so curious to see how this looks coming up for these guys in a busy stretch. It does appear that they are turning things around, getting more speed at the beginning of the night, getting more speed at the end of the night. He had a couple of decent runs at Texas Motor Speedway. Still some work to do there with that new pairing. But Spencer Bayston right now 9th in the overall point standings with High Limit Racing. Just in front of him is the current leader for the Race Redeem Foundation Rookie of the Year, and that is Chase Randall. He is 8th in points, 197 behind Brad Sweet. 8 starts for him, 0 wins. Our first top 5 so far that we talked about with these drivers, 2 top 10s for him. That top 5 came last Thursday at the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track. Randall was also close to a top 5 at Tulare. That's one of his top 10s. Randall has a bright future. I think that this guy and his team so far, they have shown a lot of speed, going to a bunch of new tracks for them, and they've shown some bright spots. They've had a couple of wrecks here and there as well, but that's kind of what you expect with a rookie driver on a national tour. They're going to get into incidents, but I've been pretty happy, I feel like, with what Chase Randall's brought to the table so far with High Limit. 8th in points. He's higher than what I thought he was going to be at, to be honest with you. He's in front of a couple of guys that ran with the series last year, Bayston obviously and Thorson, so leading Rookie of the Year. Nice job so far for Chase Randall and that number 9 team. Just in front of him is Justin Peck. He is minus 162 from Brad Sweet. 8 starts, 0 wins, 1 top 5, but he does have 5 top 10 runs. His best run was a 3rd place finish at the Central Arizona Raceway. And kind of same song, different dance from Spencer Bayston. I feel like the new pairing, they're getting some speed going here recently. They did lose an engine at Texas Motor Speedway, so that kind of set him back a little bit. But Justin Peck just trying to put the whole night together is what the issue is for him. Remember the other Texas race, he was running really well in the heat race, spun around after trying to avoid Cy Lynch there. Just some bad moments for Justin Peck. Some of them out of his control. Obviously, the engine's one of those. But we'll see what Peck can do here, coming back to, like I said, with somebody else down the board a little bit. Some more familiar territory for him. And so maybe Justin Peck can put together a couple more top 5s and maybe contend for a win. We go to Tri-City on Saturday. That was a place he led laps at last year. So it could be a place maybe for Peck to jump up on the podium once again, maybe get that first win out of the way. Now let's spin the board around. We'll get into the top 6 as of right now. And maybe the biggest surprise, I would say he is the biggest surprise of the season so far, is Kasey Kahne, P6 in points, 131 behind his team driver, the driver that runs for him, obviously Brad Sweet. Kasey Kahne, 8 starts, I should say, 0 wins, 2 top 5s, and 5 top 10s so far this year. A 2nd place run at Kern and a 2nd place run at Central Arizona Raceway. The best runs for him so far this year is lead laps. Lead laps at Kern? No, lead laps at Arizona. I don't remember. He maybe led laps at Kern. I cannot remember, but he was 2nd both nights there. I don't think he had 1 2nd place run all of last year. I mean, this has been a very, very good start to the season for Kasey Kahne. Better than what most people were probably expecting. He is P6 right now, trying to get himself one of those franchises at the end of the year, and he is in a good position right now. Going to Lakeside tomorrow, one of his best tracks. He was in the top 10 both nights last year, was in the top 10 with the Outlaws before. So Kasey Kahne, things are looking very, very good for him right now when it was looking bleak after the news with Eric Prutzman at the beginning of the year. But they have really proven people wrong. So nice job so far by Kasey Kahne. 5th in points is Aaron Reutzel. He is 105 behind Brad Sweet. 7 main event starts for Reutzel himself. The car was in the show at Las Vegas with Justin Sanders behind the wheel. But for Reutzel himself, 7 starts, 2 wins, 3 top 5s, and 5 top 10s. Of course, those wins coming at the Paris Auto Speedway and the Central Arizona Raceway. Reutzel had that issue at Texas where he had a mechanical problem in the heat race, had to come out of the B main, ran 11th in the feature. That set him back a little bit there. Obviously the thing in Vegas that took him out of the race there, that was a rough start to the year. But Aaron Reutzel doing what I feel like most people thought, or at least what I thought, getting wins, being fast. He's been extremely, maybe the best qualifier on tour so far this year. He's been extremely fast early in the night. And at certain tracks, he's been good at the end of the night as well. Reutzel 5th in points. That 11th place run really hurt him. He was as high as 3rd, but now back to 5th after 8 races so far. Rico Abreu, 4th in points right now. He is 98 behind Brad Sweet. 8 starts. He does have a win, 3 top 5s, and 7 top 10s. He did get that win at the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track on Saturday night. Rico has been heating up here recently. 3 wins in 3 weeks, 2 at Knoxville, 1 with the Outlaws, and then obviously the win with High Limit. Rico off to a slow start at the beginning. Well, Vegas, can't remember what he did there. Tulare had a solid run, but Kern wasn't very good. Paris wasn't very good. And that was kind of the same song, different dance last year with Rico. Got off to a slow start and was behind, pretty far behind Brad Sweet there, and then was maybe the best car on tour at the end of the year. Rico he got off to a slow start, but it's not as slow as last year. He's getting going now, and I like the speed I'm seeing from him. Hopefully, he can keep that speed from last year and get it going a little bit earlier on in the year to keep up with Brad Sweet. But right now, 98 behind. He's going to need Brad Sweet to go on a little bit of a slow run here through the middle portions of the year. But Rico is getting that speed back that we were expecting to see at the beginning of the season. Third in points is Brent Marks. He is 86 behind Brad Sweet. 8 starts, 1 win, 3 top 5s, 7 top 10s, and he was the other winner over at the Texas Motor Speedway dirt track. So Brent Marks, 86 behind, third in points. He's already better than he was last year. At the beginning of last season, he was the driver that had the longest top 10 streak at the beginning of the year. This season, that is not the same case, but we went to the West Coast. That's not a place that Brent Marks has been very good at in the past, but this year, he got out of there in really good shape. He was inside the top 3 in points, and so now Marks is heading back towards the eastern part of the United States, and I think that him being 86 points back at this point in the year after a West Coast swing is very, very good. Looking forward to seeing what Brent Marks can do when we get to the PA area. Grandview, he was fast last year. And usually pretty good at Port Royal. Last year, he didn't go very good at Port, but I think that maybe this year, hopefully he'll be good. Hopefully, we got 6 races there. So Brent Marks, 86 back in third. And then we'll talk about second in points right now, which is Tyler Courtney, 83 behind Brad Sweet. 8 starts, no wins, 4 top 5s, 7 top 10s. And his best run was a second place finish at the Central Arizona Raceway. Somehow, Sunshine, no wins this year, but Mr. Consistency, what can you say? Tyler Courtney has only missed the top 10 one time, and that was after contact in the race at Texas Motor Speedway. He had a broken car. I don't think it was reported on. I don't even remember seeing it. It was a green to checkered race there. Tyler Courtney at some point in that race got damaged and fell to like 16th or something. That's the one race he missed the top 10. So Tyler Courtney has been consistent, just not as consistent as Brad Sweet, and has not gotten to victory lane quite yet. If you were to ask Tyler right now, he probably doesn't like exactly where they are as far as their speed in the feature and as far as contending for wins. But the consistency is there. Just need to get that car in victory lane here pretty soon. 83 behind Brad Sweet. Not dire situations right now, but needs to get going and start to chip away a little bit. And then obviously we get to Brad Sweet, 567 total points right now for him. Has not missed the top 5, hasn't missed the top 10, 2 wins. Those came at Kern Raceway in Arizona. So Brad Sweet, there's not much you could say. He's doing what everybody probably expected to see him doing. Even with Ty Wolfgang, they have been very, very good to start out this year. Going to Lakeside tomorrow, that is one of Brad Sweet's best racetracks. He won both races last year with High Limit, so we'll see if he can three-peat here. But Brad Sweet is going to be dangerous. I think a lot of people are banking on a 35-race winless streak like last season. I would not count on it. But right now, he is looking like the guy to beat once again, unless he does have some faltering moments here over the coming weeks. But did want to give this update. We'll do this again probably at the end of May after we have this busy stretch, and we'll see how much things shake out, and we'll see who is sitting where in the current High Limit Racing point standings. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I am back again. I might make another video today talking about Skagit. We'll have to wait and see. But do appreciate all of your support. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, comment down below who's been the biggest surprise so far in the High Limit Racing point standings to you. Would love to hear your thoughts and more down in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.